welcome back. It's the VOP this morning, and I have joining me in the studio, Chioma Innocent. She takes us to the world of entertainment. Good morning to you, Chioma.
Good morning, Moses. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
All right. Today on entertainment, we have a juicy news. So Davido, or rather, let me start with social media has been abuzz, with excitement, criticisms, and everything that follows when we hear something like this, following a new claim that Nigerian singer Davido, popularly known as Davido, has impregnated
You have to let that sing first. I like that.
Has impregnated a
Prestige
US-based businesswoman known as Anita Brown, and he has refused to acknowledge the pregnancy. Now, she first came, into the scene on Sunday, accusing the singer, or rather, with claims of being in a relationship with him and being pregnant. And then, she's saying Davido is refusing to acknowledge, and many people were thinking, oh, it was a one-night stand, it was a one-time thing. And then she says, no, they've met since 2017, and they've been in a relationship on and off and on and off. I think the craziest part for me, that's the lady. The craziest part for me was she actually did a pregnancy test. I mean, live on camera, the whole peeing, using this, everything. She did everything live on camera, and then she showed it out and said, look, I'm pregnant for your fave, and he's refusing to acknowledge it. What is going on? Davido recently acknowledged the child he had with, I can't remember her name now, but at first he did say the child was not his.
Okay,
and
so
this man is just coming out from, the whole losing his son thing. Everybody's clamoring to have kids for him. What's going on?
He's spreading the wild oats. Well, he's a young man. He's a young man in his prime.
Is that enough reason though for him to be?
I don't even know how his wife would
Father
feel.
Abraham.
Who's your namesake, by the way?
Yes.
His wife.
Oh.
I don't know how she would feel about this. Except, of course, she's pregnant already, because she's been away from, media space for some time.
Ever since the tragic event.
Yes, she's been away from social media. But regardless, it's one thing that the lady has done the pregnancy test. We'll wait for the child to be born, and then a DNA test will be done to be sure that it's his.
It's actually, but whether it is or it is not, Davido seems to be in the eye of the storm so
right
much
now.
Recently with all of this.
It's
and
timeless.
I'm really not happy about, not just him, but the fact that many ladies will see a man, who is married in a relationship, even if he's moving to you, it's kind of your responsibility to tell him no. I mean, go home to your wife. All right, and away from that, this man is just coming from the tragic passing of his very first son, and everybody's clamoring to get pregnant for him. Then she's making it's becoming a long thing. This is something I believe they could have discussed, and maybe it's because he's refusing to acknowledge the pregnancy. That's why she had to come out. But for them to now turn it into a media frenzy, everybody's talking, both fans and non-fans, people are criticizing, but fans and foes, and it hurts, and it's paining me for Davido and Chioma as well. Maybe or maybe not, but then I do like Davido. He's a bubbly person, he's a lovely person, and the passing of his son almost took that side of him, but I'm glad he was able to bounce back, but he does not need this right now. I feel so sorry for his wife though, because now she's getting to understand that this is what it means to be married to. It's the two Baba situation all over again.
Oh, come on, let's leave Two Baba. Two Baba has had enough. He has had enough. But Two Baba is not the first. Charlie Boy, in his prime, had a lot of kids. These things follow entertainers. All right, women would want to be around them. It's common. All right, Nick Cannon has a lot of kids.
Has a lot of kids.
A lot. About 13
We
can actually stress it. But let's not crucify the young man. He's a young man. If he has an agreement with the women that are getting pregnant for him, and he's able to take care of them, and the one he chose to marry understands, then I don't think it should be anybody's business really. But I wish him well, because having these children like that is one way of depleting your resources.
True.
That's it's one way of depleting your resources, because whatever you're earning that should strengthen one or two children will be spread around, and
not have to go for 5 or 6,
and then it's not just about the children now, it gets to their mothers as well,
and then attention, all of these things that kids need to grow. I think it's selfish on the part of ladies that want to be baby mamas to all these big men.
I think Chioma already knows what she was getting into, because this is a man who had kids already before he got married to her, and she had a child for him, knowing that he had other kids already, had like 2 girls already, before she came, before the world got to know of her. And then she had a child, and then did the assurance thing, and then got married to her. So even while they were dating at some point, they broke up, and he was linked to
someone else.
Yes. So she knows what she was getting into, and if she's the recognized wife, I don't know if that's enough for her.
I really don't know if that's enough, but it's so painful that people don't take their marriage vows. They don't take it so serious these days. But then let's move on from Davido. Still on the music scene, since he released his debut album $1 Billion Baby in 2022, Seyi Vibes has been on an ascension with his music, and right now the Afrobeat superstar is set to delight his Ikorodu fans with a free show scheduled for July 9, 2023. That is Seyi Vibes, and he really has been climbing. I just don't understand. This particular picture is so fine, but the other one, this particular one, I don't know what is going on here. Is it the grills? This thing these people put on their teeth, and it makes the smile. It begins to look creepy. It begins to look creepy. It looks scary. It looks just some sort of way, and that to me is not beautiful at all. It's not beautiful at all. But that's not what it is about. In a post on his Twitter account, Seyi Vibes shared that it has been 3 years since his last show in Ikorodu, and is long overdue for a homecoming. This is a good thing, no matter who is involved. Having a free show for your fans, people will turn up, because if there's one place you can find Seyi Vibes fan base, it is right there in Ikorodu. They feel him a lot, but the kind of music that he sings, sometimes I don't understand the lyrics, sometimes I don't understand even the melody.
It's not for people like you.
I've listened to 1 or 2 that actually like. He had one with Simi. I think the song is titled Darling. It's a very nice song. It's different from all those. There are just some of his lyrics I've heard, and I'm like,
well, the good thing is he's giving back to the community from which he came out. He's giving back, doing music, giving them a free show, and a free show it will go a long way right now, because tensions are high. People are dealing with a lot of things, removal of subsidy, money, the unavailability of money. So asking them to come and unwind and be happy is a good thing. Now that is one way to give back. That's one way that he knows how to give back. But I would say if you really want to give back to a society, there should be a lot more, like one artist, I can't remember his name now, maybe Rema or thereabouts, decided to give people free transportation for a period of time.
Joe Boy, for about 3 days or so.
Thank you very much. Joe Boy. That's one way to give back to your community as well. A free concert is good. It's good. It's a good idea. But some other things should be put in place to ensure that, yes, people really feel the impact of supporting you. And, because without the support of the people, you probably wouldn't even get to
so far.
Yes.
True. Well, let's move on to the movie industry. Legendary Nigerian. One more. Then. Just one talk about Iniedo, who spoke up about her reasons for choosing surrogacy. She welcomed her daughter Light to the world in 2021, but did keep her away from the media for about 2 years, until her second birthday, before she showed her out. And we still haven't really seen her face. We just see her profile. When they take pictures, it's calculated to keep the face away from the media.
We've seen her face. We actually saw her face yesterday, because we talked about this yesterday. We talked about this, and so there's a picture with the baby's face out there,
just after a period of 2 years.
Yeah, and she did say that her reason was because she had multiple miscarriages
whilst trying to conceive, and that she really wanted a child of her own, with or without a husband.
And she has gotten one, so it's now up to her to be a mother to the child and bring up the child. Yes, that's the child. So that's her face there.
This was in infancy. So now the child is 2.
Very cute girl. She shouldn't put out the picture of the child every day or every year if she doesn't want to. But oh yes, we wish her well. Surrogacy, as I said yesterday, it's not a bad thing. Nigerians should simmer down on some of these things. People have a choice. If you believe due to one health condition or the other, you cannot, carry your own child, surrogacy is available. The world over is doing it. So just go ahead and do what you must. And the bottom line is when you bring a life into the world, you cater for that life and you have a responsibility to raise that child and give them the best upbringing that you can afford. So I must say a very big thank you to you, Chama Innocent, for the entertaining stories that you brought to us this morning. We'll take a break. When we come back, James Adoye will join us for sports.